So now members of his own party making it clear about a lack of support. President Biden, though, having none of it. He's denying the results of a new New York Times poll this week showing a majority of Democrats overwhelmingly want someone else to run come 2024. Newt Gingrich here on that. Hello, sir. Good morning to you. Want to play the clip from the South Lawn of the White House last evening before they were wheels up for the Middle East when the reporter asked this question.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
They want me to run.
Two-thirds say they
Read
don't.
the polls. Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
I mean, I hear a tone of defiance that often we have not heard in the past year and a half. How'd you hear it? And his response.
Well, I think you have to recognize that Biden has figured out a handful of things to say. What are you going to say? Well, I'm really glad I'm a lame duck. And so he picked the one pretty good answer, frankly, which in a race with Trump, 92% of Democrats would stick with it, which is a different question than he was being asked. And then his job is to basically bulldoze the reporter and run over him. Frankly, if Biden could be that confident on a regular basis, he'd be in a very different place than he is right now. That was one of the more clear and competent and consistent Joe Biden moments of his entire first 2 years.
Yeah. Also in this New York Times poll, they say among registered voters, who do you want to control the outcome of the congressional elections in November? They find Democrats at 41, Republicans at 40. If you go further into this poll, among likely voters, those numbers are flipped. It's my understanding, based on history, that anytime those numbers are that close together, Republicans do very, very well.
Look, you have to read the New York Times as the New York Times. So that poll probably is off by 6 or 7 points with all sorts of biases that may be deliberate or may just be in the culture of the Times. The fact is, the key number you raised a few minutes ago is going to be a killer. At 9.1% inflation, the Democrats are going to lose this fall. In fact, if every Republican is clever, they're basically going to make it a race between themselves and Joe Biden. They're going to skip their opponent and go straight at Biden and say, look, you know, this other guy is going to be for Biden. You like 9.1%? You like $5 a gallon gasoline? You like millions of illegal immigrants? You like murderers being released so they can kill somebody else? You got a great team. But if you want to stop all that, the only way to stop is Republican. I think the Times poll is misleading, and I think that you shouldn't read it too carefully. I also believe, in my own experience, we had 2 weeks before the election in '94, which we won in a landslide. We had a USA Today poll. The headline was Democrats gaining ground. And then when you read the article, it said, among people who are probably not going to vote, the Democrats are doing better. But among people who are likely to vote, the Republican margins actually exceeded. Now, I mean, the bias of the news media against the Republican Party is a fact. It's not a problem. And the New York Times is probably the chief culprit. And I always think the Times is Pravda, the Washington Post is Izvestia. If you understand that, the rest of it all falls in place.
Well stated. Ari Fleischer just wrote a book about all that. I understand you wrote a book too called Defeating Big Government Socialism. It's out this week, and good luck on the book. You're like James Patterson over there now, cranking these things once a month.
We work at it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for your time. Newt Gingrich with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.